The drama never ends with Blueface and Chrisean Rock. So now Blueface is pointing fingers again, but this time it's over something way more serious than their usual messy back and forth. Y'all, he's blaming Chrisean for the fact that their 2-year-old son still can't walk or talk, and the internet is not having it. This whole situation has folks torn between sympathy and straight-up outrage. Okay, y'all, let's get into this because folks online are really starting to worry about Chrisean Rock's baby, Chrisean Jesus Porter. Now he's almost 2 years old, but the thing is, he still can't walk, can't talk, and reportedly can't even hold his little head up. People have been side-eyeing this for a while, but after Chrisean recently posted a new video with him, the internet lit up.
I have notes in my phone. Who got my phone?
You have what?
Notes.
Notes?
Yeah.
What kind of notes do you have?
The word.
And why's your tooth in?
Oh, it's a special day.
Oh, it's a special day.
Yeah.
Would I allow you space and time? I think Pastor Tim took care of it pretty good because around here.
But this concern, it ain't brand new. Ever since she first introduced her son to the world, people have been raising questions. It really kicked off when she posted a video holding him at just 4 months old, getting emotional and talking about how smart he was. But her fans were seeing something else entirely. Folks noticed he didn't have any hand or eye coordination, wasn't moving his head, and was making this odd screeching sound like a cat. A lot of people felt that those signs pointed to a possible medical issue. Some were saying that Chrisean was deep in denial about her son's development. Folks were spamming the comment section about the baby not being able to hit basic milestones, like being able to support his head or smile. They even said Chrisean was out here bragging that her son could recognize her scent, but not in a cute way, more like he knows her body odor and weed smell. Others added that the things she claimed he was doing were really just what 1 or 2 month-old babies typically do, not 4-month-olds. But you already know some of her other fans weren't having any of that. They clapped back hard, saying the baby was fine, and if there was anything wrong, it had nothing to do with Chrisean's behavior. Some people said online critics were always trying to play doctor without knowing anything, and that if the baby had issues, it was more likely something genetic, not necessarily caused by weed or alcohol. Now, let's be real for a second. This ain't all just speculation. There's been plenty of talk about Chrisean's substance use during her pregnancy, and there's video proof to back it up. Even Blueface came forward and basically blamed Chrisean for the child's condition. He claimed that their son was unhealthy because she drank, smoked, and even got into fights throughout the pregnancy. According to him, she couldn't even take 1 month off for the baby's sake. FaceTime her, she's smoking a joint.
FaceTime her, she's like smoking a joint.
While
full on pregnant.
While she's pregnant.
Full on pregnant. Smoking a joint. And I said, aren't you, and she's like, shh. And I'm like, nigga, they ain't no shh. I'm like, the baby's in the stomach. Like,
yeah.
No fucks given. You know what I mean? Now, again, I'm hoping.
And now people are starting to speculate even deeper, with some suggesting the child might be showing signs of developmental disorders, like cerebral palsy or fetal alcohol syndrome, that meowing sound he makes. Some are saying it sounds more like pain and discomfort than a regular baby cry.
This is where I do. This is where I do mine. Come on, my baby crying. Come on, girl.
Now, before that baby even made his entrance into the world, Charleston White was already out here making wild claims about Chrisean's pregnancy. And y'all, he wasn't joking. He got real serious and even put money on it, literally. He reportedly bet $5,000 that the baby wouldn't survive at all, and then added another $2,000 bet, claiming that if the child made it, he'd be born with autism. As harsh and downright cruel as that sounded back then, some people now feel like he might have been onto something. Once Chrisean started going live with Baby Jr. on camera, the internet turned into a full-blown detective agency. Folks started comparing his facial features to babies with fetal alcohol syndrome. We're talking detailed side-by-sides, everything from his small head, narrow eye openings, and low nasal bridge to more concerning signs like low birth weight, delayed growth, and possible speech and vision disorders. And that high-pitched cry that sounds more like a screech. It had some people speculating that Jr. might even be blind, based on his fixed gaze and the way his eyes don't seem to move much. But again, let's be real. These are all just internet theories. There's no medical proof that's been released. Still, that hasn't stopped people from running with it. Chrisean, of course, dismissed all of it. She told her fans that her son is doing what babies do, plain and simple. But now that a newer video of Junior has resurfaced, people are raising eyebrows again. I mean, we're talking about a child who's nearly 2 years old, and a quick Google search will tell you what most kids are doing by that age. By now, toddlers are usually walking, maybe even running around, following simple instructions like pick up your toy, recognizing objects, forming 2-word sentences, and even starting to climb stairs. So the fact that Junior still isn't doing any of that has sparked major concern online. And what's Chrisean's response? Sis says there's nothing wrong. In her eyes, Junior is perfectly fine. But here's where it really gets spicy. Blueface has not been holding back. He's called Chrisean a bad mother multiple times in public. One moment that really shook people was when he blasted her for allegedly refusing to get Junior's hernia surgery. He accused her of pushing back the surgery appointments just so she could run the streets and do whatever she wanted. According to him, she was being completely irresponsible. But hold up, Blueface is no angel either. Because how about this? He went and posted Junior's hernia for the whole world to see on social media, just to shame Chrisean and make her look like an unfit mom. Like, who does that to their own child?
Bro, the kid is a month old.
Right.
He's not gonna remember anything until what, 3 years old?
Why'd you post the hernia?
Took too long
What took too long?
to get it tended to.
Right.
She's been sending me messages like, oh, I'm pushing it back because I'm nervous. I'm pushing the date back because I'm nervous. I want you to be here. So I'm like, okay. So when I go, they're like, you missed it. It was on Wednesday. We showed up on Friday.
And now y'all, enter Carlissa. Yup, Blueface's mama has stepped into the chat and she is not holding back. She's heartbroken over the state of her grandson, and Sis made it very clear. According to her, when she finally saw the baby in person, she couldn't even tell if he was looking at her or just staring off into space. Like, imagine how that must have felt. And of course, this brought the convo right back to the question folks keep asking. Can that child even see? Now the internet is begging somebody to step in and get this baby the help he needs. People feel like this little boy is caught in the middle of some grown-up mess and not getting the proper care. One person said, I'm sorry that baby is not okay. And another person added, her baby's cry sent chills down my spine. A lot of folks are saying it's clear as day that the child needs medical attention, but Chrisean's still out here acting like everything's fine, like she's stuck in full-blown denial while her baby might be struggling right in front of our eyes. Now let's talk about what this means going forward, because it's not looking too stable. First of all, with Blueface locked up until over those probation violations, that leaves Chrisean as the main parent in charge. But with people constantly dragging her parenting and concerns growing over the baby's development, some are saying it's only a matter of time before Child Protective Services step in. And you'll already know, the internet ain't letting this story die anytime soon. Every move these two make is under a magnifying glass. And with whispers about a suspicious death tied to this whole paternity mess, yeah, things could get real legal real quick. That DNA drama from a little while back, plus all these allegations of neglect, Chrisean might be facing more than just public backlash. At the end of the day, Chrisean's out here holding it down on her own, or at least trying to. But between the internet detectives, the legal heat, and Blueface's absence, the situation around baby Junior is still unstable and messy AF. And sadly, it's the child caught in the middle of all this grown folk drama. Speaking of drama, Chrisean even got herself involved with another dude. It looks like Chrisean Rock might finally be turning the page on her toxic love saga with Blueface, because Sis has a new man. Yep, enter Titan Newton, a college baller who's now being linked to Chrisean. And whew, the timeline is eating this up. Chrisean has been spotted cozying up to Titan, a sophomore basketball player over at Morgan State University, and they are not hiding. They were seen locking lips in the backseat of a car and holding hands like they were straight out of a teen romance movie. This went down around early April 2025, and the photos, they went viral fast. Now here's where it gets even messier. Blueface's mama, Carlissa, jumped into the chat, and shocker, she's actually happy, like really happy. She said she hopes Chrisean builds a family with Titan, and even called him the one. Yes, the one. Imagine your ex's mama rooting for your your new man. Couldn't be me. As for Chrisean, she says she's done with Blueface. According to her, he's still trying to control her from behind bars using burner phones, allegedly. She says he's bitter and watching her every move, but she's focused on her peace and her paper now. So far, things seem sweet between them. Chrisean is out here trying to rebrand herself. New man, new music, and tapping into her faith more. This new boo might be part of her soft era. But let's be real, this is Chrisean. Drama tends to follow her like a shadow, and between her history and Blueface always popping up somehow, we'll see how long this honeymoon lasts. With Blueface locked up until who knows when, Chrisean is the main one holding it down for their son, Chrisean Jr., but that comes with a whole lot of side eyes and concern from the public. Folks are still questioning her parenting choices, and if that noise gets too loud, don't be surprised if child welfare steps in. Let's not forget, Blueface originally denied being the father, said the baby ain't his, period. But after that DNA test dropped in 2024, he had to accept the facts. Still, he hasn't really stepped up to be a hands-on parent, and obviously being in jail makes that even harder. Bottom line, Chrisean's got a new boo, and she's trying to move forward. But with public drama, parenting pressure, and Blueface forever in the mix, it's giving complicated. Will this new love last? Will she finally get her peace? Or is this just another chapter in the never-ending Chrisean Rock saga? Time will tell. Let us know what you think down below.